submitted it last year, didn't even get to read it. So here I am here reading.
Forest!
Woo!
I love Halloween. Beyond the mass consumption of delicious, sugary tooth rot, the obsessive desire to cram every horror trope into a single house, and the insanity of children milling about every neighborhood sidewalk, there's much more. It's the one splendid day of the year in which everyone dresses up as anything or anyone they want to be, and they have complete freedom in how they choose to portray them. In other words, it's pretty much an official be someone else day. I am a self-admitted fan of dressing myself up, even outside of Halloween. I've masqueraded as a gothic zombie, a 60s hippie, and even Edward Scissorhands. Each time, I acted accordingly, changed my posture and mannerisms to fit the person I play. This can almost certainly be traced back to the Halloween of 1999 for me, in which I donned what I still consider my favorite costume ever, Pikachu, the cute little electric mouse that served as the mascot for the popular media juggernaut Pokemon. Being so young, I loved the little guy, and I begged my parents to let me be a Pikachu for Halloween. They complied, not knowing the little pocket monster that they were creating within me. They found a great little onesie outfit for me, complete with ears, a tail, and teeny paws. The rest was face paint, and by the time I was ready, I was probably the closest thing to a real-life Pikachu that day. After I had gone through the full Pikachuzation process, I felt different. I was not just a little kid in a cute costume. I was a tamed Pokemon, loyal to my trainer. I was proud, but not boastful. Powerful, but measured in my approach. I was a force of nature, not to be reckoned with, lest they taste my powerful thunderbolts. I was truly a new Mon that day. Actually, that's probably not even close to how Pikachu was portrayed back then. My parents and I took to the mall to seek out a worthy challenge and candy. And we toured about half of the mall while I shouted, "Pikachu!" at the top of my lungs. After all, Pokemon can't speak English. However, something was not sitting right in my stomach at that time, and I was not prepared for what came next. One minute, I was happily prancing about yelling my name, and the next, a sudden layer of vomit covered my wonderful fur. You might say that I had evolved into a Pukachu. Despite this, I kept up a pathetic lightning mouse facade, meekly whimpering my name as we drove home in the car. I was now a very sad Pikachu, who desperately needed to get to a Pokemon Center for healing. But despite being sick, I was still committed to my role. And yet, though I don't look fondly upon how that night ended, that silly event has inspired me to continue acting the fool in every costume I wear today.
Woo!
You